Found your music on the internet, and I couldn't get enough of it. Now I wanna have a little chat, wanna know where your head is at. I just wanna talk to you, find out more about what you do. I just wanna hear your view, tell me more about what you do. I'm Illicit Ghost, I'll be your host, cause it's my radio. I just wanna hear your view, tell me more about what you do, what you do.
Hi guys, I'm here. I'm just getting into my little seat here. Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome to Anti-Anxiety Hour. I'm Illicit Ghost. I'm your host. Tonight we have a special guest, êMIA. Singer, songwriter, producer, artist, you name it, she does it. Just want to say, if you're not following my anti-anxiety playlist, go follow it. It's on Spotify. êMIA is featured on it. Her new song, Behind the Scenes, is on it. Just came out. Or you can search êMIA on Spotify and type in Behind the Scenes and her song will come up. So, before I bring êMIA in, I just wanted to say happy birthday to Martine, who is one of my wonderful fans, and I hope that you're having a great day. So let me get êMIA in here, because I feel like she's calling, and hello.
Hello. Yo.
How are you?
Wow, I feel like I haven't seen you in like 20 years.
I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like a time warp.
How you been?
I've been good, hanging in there, doing my thing, not going out, staying home, trying to stay healthy, the whole thing.
You're doing your part. Wait, where are you? What is that glorious background of greenery that that's so foreign to me now?
I escaped to upstate because Brooklyn was just feeling too crazy for me, and I get very anxious about everything, and this like pushed me over the edge. So I was like, okay, I need to leave. I can't do it. So yeah, just chilling up here for a little bit. Are you in Brooklyn?
I am, yeah. I'm still hunkering down in Greenpoint.
Okay.
Yeah, with Caroline.
Nice.
Yep.
Tell her I said hi.
I will.
Oh. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you because you released a new song, and it's great. It sounds so good, and the best part is that you produce it all yourself.
Yeah.
So guys, it is possible. You can produce your own music. Like you can do it all. You record yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
You record yourself, you tune yourself, you produce the music. Is there anything you don't do?
I wish I could play guitar and like any instrument that like does this kind of thing. Like that's something I want to do.
I didn't know that you didn't play guitar.
Nope. Not even a little. Well, okay, I can play like like the C chord and the D chord, but it's like kind of a hit or miss, and like it's pretty obvious that I can't play it. I just want to do like this, like those tasty little like licky licks. And,
okay.
Yeah.
But you play piano.
I do play piano. That's my main instrument.
Yes, and you're very good at piano. Yeah, okay. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about how you made the song, like what inspired it and how you went about like recording it.
Yeah, for sure. I wrote this song almost a year ago. I wrote it in last August, and I was just going through a time of my life. I think we talked about this like when we during that like during the time when we were like preparing for like the Knitting Factory show and stuff. Like, oh my God, like I was going through the ringer with like lots of like I don't know. I'm the kind of person that like carries just a lot of like emotional baggage from the past. Like it's part of like it's like an appendage, like it's like an extra arm or something. And um yeah, I think like I was going through a moment where I just felt like um I had like so much to say, and like I felt like I was so afraid of like writing songs that were negative about like certain people in my life, out of this fear that like if they ever heard the song, like I would be considered like taking things the wrong way or being too emotional or like I don't know, being crazy. And I think there was just like a moment where I was like walking through Manhattan, I was like listening to music or something, and there's this song. It's called Using by Emily Warren and Ritual. And there's a line in the song that goes, like, I'm like, oh my God, you're off me. Who's next? I heard you're using again. And I think that just like broke me. I like was so shook. I was like, oh my God, like I'm being used. And I'm like, I just need to admit it. And so I went home, I wrote like the first like verse and stuff. And it just, yeah, it was one of those songs that just like, it was just the truth. It was just how I was feeling and like how just everything that I didn't want to tell myself. And just like throughout like the next couple months, like I just kept going back to the song and like chipping away at it, not really sure if it was going to be like something that I would ever really want to sing in public. But I did it a couple times, and I don't know, it's that thing with music where you like you play it for strangers, and strangers are like, yo, been there, done that, like I feel you. And it just becomes less of like a thing, and then it just becomes like a cool song that you get to sing. And that was kind of my journey of like feeling something, having to write it down, and then letting it exist in a space where the feeling no longer becomes like that important. It becomes a song. And all the other pieces were, you know, little bits of spurts of inspiration from like listening to music that I like and trying to put like the same kind of elements into the production. A lot of it was built around these like guitar parts that I recorded with one of my good friends, Mark, and just like really making sure that the entire production serves like the piano, the guitar, and the vocals, and everything else just supporting it. And yeah, I feel like I rambled a lot, but that was the process.
No, it's good to hear all of that because it puts things into context for people, and like, you know, people want to know how it's made and how it came about. And I think it's interesting that you brought up the fact that you were afraid that someone would hear the song and say, oh my God, that's about me. But like, also fuck that person, you know? Like you have like that, you have to write songs about what you know. You can't just like go in and do it blindly. Like, yeah. So to me, like that's pretty amazing because it is a scary thing to do for sure. Like, I mean, I get worried about that, but then at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, so what? Like, what's the big deal? You know, because that's what fuels us. And people need to hear about your experience because maybe it will help them. You never know. So that's cool. Did you record in your place or in a studio?
Yeah, just in this room. um yeah, all the vocals and everything was recorded here. The only thing that wasn't was the acoustic guitar, which I recorded in my friend's apartment, so just in a different bedroom. But yeah, everything was done within 10 feet of a bed for sure.
Nice. Okay, I like that. Okay. So how did you learn to produce?
I technically went to school for it, but I would say a lot of it was from a combination of like friends just like being very kind and diligent, and sitting me down and being like, okay, like this is what EQ is, and just, you know, showing me things. I think that made a huge difference to me. And just like YouTube videos, I think everyone finds like their, you know, their handful of like tutorials that really just like sets like a great foundation for like learning about other things. And I owe a lot of what I feel gave me like the most growth in terms of learning production from the Make Pop Music YouTube channel, which I like followed like since like 2015, 2016, and was just like every time I was like trying to make something and it just sounded bad, I'd be like, okay, like, let's go to this video and let's see like how do I mix like dark pop vocals, and like what are like the few things that I can do to make things sound like a little bit more pro. And so doing that was like helped me, like those videos were just like a tutor that I had. And the second thing I felt like made a huge difference was I started like trying to like enter remix contests, and I think that like that really helped because I felt like entering the contest and like downloading stems from like other artists and just like actually listening like for the first time in my life, like, oh my God, like this is what like the claps and the snares like sound by itself, and like having an appreciation for like every single stem and every instrument, and just being able to like look at that and witness that taught me a lot. Like I think even more than watching tutorials, just because like, oh my God, like this is a song that I like, it has these elements, I should just try to achieve that. And yeah, so tutorials, friends help, and remix contests changed my life.
Cool.
Yeah.
If anyone is just tuning in, we're on with êMIA, singer, songwriter, producer, artist. Just put out a new song called Behind the Scenes, out on Spotify now, Apple, everywhere you can listen to music. I do want to just talk about a little bit of the EP that you put out last year, Little Secret. So that one you produced by yourself too, right?
Yes, I produced every song except for two of them. One of them was co-produced with my friend Jacobo, and the other was with Ellis Foreman in a second. So minus two, but other than that, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, I mean, it's really an amazing thing. It's an amazing skill to have, to be able to like do your music yourself. And like just being an independent artist, it's hard. Of course, it's always going to be a struggle, but like just having that skill of knowing how to produce, knowing how to record yourself, knowing how to at least like tune your own vocals, like it's like so beneficial because you don't have to depend on anybody else to get your music out. So that's cool. And yeah, the EP is great. If you guys haven't listened to it yet, it's also on Spotify. It's called Little Secret. Yeah, and you also just released a JoJo cover, which is so good because I'm a huge JoJo fan, and I was like, whoa, this is, I dare say, even better than the original, like for sure.
God.
Yeah.
You have to say that.
No, definitely. I mean, I love that song so much, but you just brought like a whole new dimension to it, and like the effects on your vocals too, really fucking cool. So
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And then, so behind the scenes, one of my sources has told me that this might be the first single from your upcoming album. I'm not sure if that's true.
Yeah, it is true. I'm planning on releasing an album in the fall, and yeah, I guess like I was like, let's start off with the sad ballad.
Nice. Yeah. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I'll play a little bit of the song so everyone can hear.
What exactly were you after? Leading me to fall. Drag me through this whole disaster to get what you want. I'm just another somebody you afford. Sorry, it's just you and me. But nobody looks behind the scenes. Just another good day. I've been too long this night. Sorry, it's just you and me. Stuck in my head behind the scenes.
Yeah. sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh
Do you? So I.
mixing
What?
engineer. I was like, oh my god, I just like have to give a shout out to my mixing and mastering engineer because like holy shit, like it, like I can hear all the instruments like through like your speakers through Instagram out to my speakers, and I'm like that is something like that's like the next frontier. Like I listen to that, I'm just like I wish I was good at like mixing, like beyond just like doing parts and stuff. Like that's something I wish I want to do.
Yeah, mixing is so hard. I feel like it would take a while to learn, you know?
Yeah.
I like working with a mixer because I can't hear like I get to a point where I can't hear my own stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know what sounds good anymore.
Your ears are so fatigued. They're just like, I totally get it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it like brings like a fresh set of ears to it, and you're like, oh, okay. And then they like bring up stuff that you never even thought about, and I'm like, oh, interesting. But like, yeah, definitely for me, like that's super helpful. But learning how to do it, yeah, of course. Like, can you imagine? That would be awesome. You could do it.
Thank
You
you.
could.
I appreciate your faith in me, but I'm just gonna like I think that's probably I want to learn how to be better at it, but I think that's something like, you know what? I'm gonna leave that to the people who absolutely love doing that. Like I think I like it, I want to be good at it, but like I just it isn't something that thrills me to be like, oh my god, let's dive into compression. Like it's just a means to an end to me, but like, you know, yeah. I'll leave that to the people who love that.
Yeah, no, it's good because yeah, I get so frustrated with that stuff. Even just making like a demo, oh my God, like it drives me insane. Like using the compression, knowing when to use it, when not to use it. Like it's just a whole other thing that stresses me out, and making the song is stressful enough. So it's like, okay, leave it to someone else for now.
For real.
Maybe in the future.
Maybe, yeah.
I'll take a 2-year hiatus and learn how to mix. Maybe. Probably not though.
Probably not.
Yeah. Do you have any people that you would want to collaborate with? Like, do you have a dream collaboration?
Ooh, yeah. So many people I'd love to do some stuff with. I'm a big fan of a couple producers I'd love to work with. Sean Wasabi, Mike Sabbath, Lido. I'm trying to think of other people.
I don't know any of these
people.
Kirkpatrick.
Sean Wasabi's like he's like I think he's from this. I don't know, but I just every time I've heard a song from him, I just think he's such an innovative producer. Ian Kirkpatrick did Dua Lipa's album, and like is like most famous for doing that, but he also like produced or executive produced Julia Michaels' album. Julia Michaels, obviously, like you could lay my body like 6 feet like in a hole if I ever got a chance to work with Julia Michaels. Like I would be able to die happy.
I could see that. No, you would like seriously, you would kill it.
Thanks. All right, Julia, if you're out there, I'm ready.
Yeah, Julia, if you're in this live stream, hit up êMIA. Let's go. Let's do it.
And JoJo, just like I think I'd be happy if I could just be like in the same room as that woman. I think I could just like that would clear my skin and like make me just take years off of my psyche. Like I think that would do it for me.
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome. Yeah. So do you have any I hate this question myself, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Do you have any plans for besides the new album? Like, is there anything else we should be aware of what's coming next?
Ooh, yeah. Okay. I have some fun like collaborative releases that I'm really excited about. I wrote a song with my friend Troy Ogletree, who I think we're releasing that in June, ? But it's a song that I wrote while I was in LA before all of this stuff happened, and I was on my mini like West Coast tour. It's a an uplifting song. We wrote it in like a really good headspace. Like I don't have too many like just genuinely like positive and hopeful stuff. So I'm really excited for that. Another song that I wrote with my friend Joe Wood, who's in this chat right now. We did a Zoom quarantine session, and just like talked and like made a song happen. I love it. I listened to it like while I'm running around the streets of Brooklyn, and
Nice.
so those two.
We see you, Joe. He's commenting.
And I also worked on a song with Prince Woods, who's also out in LA, and it's about like just being too nostalgic about the past. Like I have to write what I know, and just me working through. Honestly, I feel like the song is just me admitting that I'm a hoarder, because I like spend a lot of the verse lyrics being like, I still have your sweatshirt and your pictures and your shit. So like, yeah, it's just kind of me being like, all right, I have to throw all this stuff out, but before I do that, I need to tell the world in a diatonic melody that I kept all this stuff and I can't let it go. So
you
that's
have
another
to.
one too. You have to. So those three things I'm really excited about. And other than that, I don't know. I just think like I feel like I'm always like I'm in this period where I feel like I want to like get back to doing things that are really fun for me. So like I'm trying to like put more like YouTube videos out. It kind of makes me feel like I'm in high school again, and like I like am just like every week like I make like some like lame video of me like being really awkward in front of the camera.
What do you mean lame video? What's just the like, video?
I did a tutorial today about how I made behind the scenes. And like I have a couple that I don't think I'm ever gonna post, like just me like doing stupid shit and like just like trying something out to see if I like it. But I do want to do that. I guess it's something to like look forward to if anyone's paying attention. It's just like more content that's like less like super permanent, like super important, like single release. I think like I want to get back into like just like sharing things that like is not so serious, but it's still things that I really love, and like, you know, obviously like am proud to share. So
cool.
Yeah.
You never have too much content, you know?
You never have too much content. It's a little bit daunting, and like especially now when everyone is just, oh my God. Do you have this app on your phone that like calculates how long you've been on your phone and like gives you updates? Girl, I'm out here. I'm clocking in at like 8 hours a day. It's really bad.
Yeah, listen, when you're an artist, when you're a musician, like that's just the reality of it. You're on your phone constantly, you're on Instagram, you're doing this, you're doing that. You have to post whatever you put on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. Like it doesn't end. So yeah, but I will say it's good to take like eye breaks. Like I will literally close my eyes for 10 minutes and just like zone out. No, I'm serious, because it's too much. It's too much for me.
That's true. It's true.
But I'm overwhelmed easily, so.
Maybe that's why I'm seeing like there have been times where I've stared at like a screen for so long, and like just like everything is like this very aesthetic like light pink once I look away. Like it's a whole thing.
It is. It really is. So definitely important to take breaks. Yeah. I have 3 questions that I usually ask every guest at the end. So I wanted to ask you if that's okay.
Yeah, lay it on me.
What song is your anti-anxiety anthem?
Ooh, oh, that's a really good question. Okay, I think there's 2. One is It's Gonna Be Okay, Baby by Muna. And the chorus is,
Okay, yeah.
it's gonna be okay. I love that. Great. And this song called Tell Me How to Feel by Lido. And it's just like a lot of like boom, crashy, just like weird sounds. And it just, yeah, really, it's very cathartic to listen to. So those two are my, yeah, I think
Cool.
that really puts me in a good mental space when I listen to it.
I don't know the Lido song, but I have to listen to it.
Yes, I'll send it to you.
Okay. The second question, you can choose one or the other because I understand some people might not want to answer one of them. So it's technically two questions, but you choose one. Name your favorite thing to do to manage anxiety, or what are you most grateful for today?
Oh, I think I'll do the second one. What I'm most grateful for today. I'm grateful to be living here. Yesterday, like, despite everything, even if like I have not really spent a lot of time outside like anymore in the past 2 months, like I feel like even just yesterday, my roommate and I like took a walk like through Greenpoint, and like we got like cocktails to go and like just like sat down on the grass and like got to look at the water and stuff. And I'm like, God, like this is the view that like I like had literally as a poster that I bought from like the Scholastic Book Fair, like in like elementary school for my room. And like this, it's literally in front of me. And like I mean, I really love it. I feel really fortunate. Like for whatever it is, like I think I'm grateful to like be here and like be close to friends. Like even though we aren't like physically close, like still being able to like have like, you know, a lot of great people that like I know like we can like hop on a freaking Zoom call because that's the thing, that's the hang now.
Yeah.
And I think like I don't know, like that's like a lot. Like I feel like that's a lot to be thankful for, to like have loved ones nearby and live in a place that's like wonderful, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, those are great things, you know?
Yeah.
You need them. And the last question, what's your favorite thing in your room?
Ooh. Wow. I'm just like looking at my room. It's like very cluttered. Hmm. Oh, it's in my room right now. It's my diary. I am a
Wow.
big journal person. It's like right here.
Nice.
Great notebook, you guys. Like I highly suggest the standard issue notebook. This like the format, like there's dates on top. The paper has like a nice like it's not too thin, it's not too thick.
Okay.
But I think it's my favorite thing because I feel like, yeah, I mean, it's a diary. It's like very personal. It's very like has like a lot of to-do list stuff, but I think it's because I've journaled for a really long time. It feels like the thing that's like stable and like something that like hasn't changed like no matter what happens, like it's a safe place. And yeah, I'm gonna say that before I say
Yeah. Journaling is like definitely saving grace for me too. Like I try to journal like at least once a week. I want to get better at it. But it is a good way to like release, and also it's great for like writing lyrics and going back, seeing how you felt on a certain day. Like, I don't know, I love doing it. So that's cool. I didn't know you did that. Very interesting. Um, so we do have some questions, if you don't mind answering.
Yeah, I'm so down.
So, oh yeah, it's actually I wanted to ask you this too. How did you like the Zoom sessions, like doing a session on Zoom?
I think I haven't done that many. Like I've done like maybe two. And so far it's been really positive. I think like I feel pretty comfortable with like the long distance kind of communication. And I think it just depends on like not putting too much pressure on it and just being like, it's, you know, we're just like hanging and like, we're gonna, you know, write some stuff. But so far it's been positive. I haven't had a negative experience doing it yet. But also like I've only done the sessions with like people that I feel like are my friends. So there's not like that awkward, like I haven't done one with someone that I've never met before. And I feel like that would be a very different experience.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't done any just because I don't like socializing. Also, I'm like kind of scared to do it because it's like I don't know what the vibe is gonna be, and I don't know. It wouldn't be with people that I'm like close with, so I'm like, I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get over it. I might have to. So.
You know, I think like just get the bad ones out of the way. Like, and I don't know, there's so many things you can do. Like I think like the screen sharing thing on Zoom is like super cool. And like, I don't know, like maybe like watch some like funny videos. I'm just thinking about ideas like funny videos before to like break the
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Someone asked, how do you start your songwriting process? Melody, lyrics, instrumentation, beat, which one comes first?
Yes. It's usually if it's something that I'm writing for myself, then it's chords. Or I guess like an idea. I think there's more or less like a theme or a title, and I'll try to find a progression, like a tempo and a progression that feels like I can riff off of it. But I think that foundation is really important to me, like groove and harmony, and everything else, like I can work around that.
Cool. Yeah, same way. It's easier with chords and just having that foundation.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody, if you're just tuning in now, this was êMIA, artist, producer, songwriter. Her song Behind the Scenes is out now. She has an album coming out later in the year, so keep your eyes peeled, and also like some other collaborations coming out as soon as June possibly. So follow her on Spotify so you're updated and you see all the new releases. Yeah, so thank you again.
Thank you.
And stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you when everything gets better.
You too. It was so great to see your face.
Oh, yes, you too. All right, here's some outro music.
Bye.